Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to pre-market update. We'll start with S&P 500 cycle analysis, and then we'll review Nasdaq, few of the major indices. We'll review crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we'll review commodities real quick. Please hit the like button, guys. Only takes 1 second to hit the like. I really appreciate that. And let's start with S&P 500 SPX chart cycle analysis. So we are in this declining phase. I said last time there are two possibilities when we are in this declining. Focus on this white cycle. You can see we are going down here. So there are two possibilities usually. First is in this declining phase, we just chop around here and then we go higher on this rising phase, and looks like that's what we are getting right now. Looks like we're just getting chopped. So there are two ways to kill the time, either to chop or to go down and then go higher. So it's the same thing. So if you don't do anything, just basically stay flat, that's same as going down and going higher as well. And that gives time for even time to moving averages to catch up, and that's what exactly we are getting. You can see here we chopped around till this declining phase, and then moving averages catch up. Same thing is happening here. Moving averages are catching up, and then we're going to have a rising phase later on. Now there's another low probability, like what happened here. We were doing same thing, chop around here, and then last 4 days had a big downdraft here from the top to the bottom. Last 4 days we had a dump of almost 4.5%. So that's just keep that in mind. We are still around next Tuesday cycle phase. This can always earn couple of days and couple of days earlier or further. So just keep that in mind. This week is where we should bottom, in my opinion. And let's see if we're gonna just chop around here, or we're gonna have a couple of days of downwards move and then go higher. Now there are two gaps here. One gap is around 56, 55. Second gap is around 5600. So let's see if we just chop around and then bounce, or just get a decline and then bounce. So that's what's I'm thinking. One thing to note is we do have some divergence. Basically, what that means is price is going higher, RSI and PPOs are going lower, so momentum is weakening. But if this thing keeps going higher, the momentum will go away. You can see one good news is we have green line now going above. Sorry, it's the other way around. Green line is below red line. I want to see green line going above red line. It's pointing upwards. So if this crossover happens, that's going to be bullish. I want to see this crossover very, very soon. Else we could be going down. So we'll see. Today could be a significant day to see what we get. But for now, it's all about moving averages price. One other significant thing happen is we close above this green line, which is 10 moving average. Okay, this is a very significant factor, because last time whenever we close above green line and stay above that, then we get a rally. Last time we had a close above that green line, we rallied from here to the top almost 4.5%. Here we had a crossover green line. Here you can see we had a rally of almost 5.5%. All right, so just keep that in mind. We did manage to close above that. So on live market, you can see today also we came below, but let's see if we can stay above this green line, because that's a big factor, and we'll see how it goes. And if I do side by side comparison, we are right now in the neutral zone. This is chart is only for day trading, left chart, and you can see on Friday we came to the sell zone and dumped from there. And today also, if we go there, that would be a good time to short, and the target is around 58.08. So anywhere here and below, look to short the S&P 500. By the way, guys, if you want to know more about this indicator, join my subscription channel. There's a join button in the description of this video. Click on it, join, and let me know your user ID if you join, and I will add you to members only group where I share these levels every hour, so you can be on the right side of the trade. Okay, and one trade can save you a lot of money. All right, so that's on S&P 500. Nasdaq, same thing here, coming from the sell zone. Right now in the neutral zone, the targets here around 2286 and above look to sell. 1968, 19968 below look to buy. And these levels could change, and I share only with my subscribers. Okay, same thing happened on here. If I look at Nasdaq NDX chart, what happened on S&P 500? Same thing, we closed above this green line, which is very, very significant. Now there is a gap here around 2342. That's my target from where we are. I think we will eventually go there, hit that target. That gap is around 1.66% away. I don't know when we will fill that gap, but looks like it will at some point fill that gap. And it's still higher high, higher lows. And on Nasdaq, green line is still above red line. All right, so I don't want to see that crossover happen. So that's good news. Okay, so everything is looking good for Nasdaq here. And on triple Qs, there are gaps. That gap is around 495.46. Bottom gaps are around 482 and 475. So let's see where Nasdaq closes. And let's look at Dow Jones. Same thing here. On Friday, came to sell zone, dumped. Again, this morning came to sell zone, then dumped, and now in the neutral zone. Look to short below 42,680. Dow Jones is flagging above all-time highs. Could be getting ready for a big pump. And Russell 2000, you can see Russell 2000 also a bit weaker, but let's see, it's holding support on this white line. On day trading chart, just shopping around again, going towards the sell zone right now. And just to look at gaps, DIA ETF, the gaps are here around 415. Then other gap is 411. IWM gap is around 216, and then big gap is around 211. This will be filled at some point. We just don't know when. All right, let's move to crypto Bitcoin. All right, so still change in trend. We can see higher highs, higher lows here on Bitcoin. If I try to draw a path, you can see low, high, high, low, higher high, higher low. It really needs to close above that and break out. All right, so where we are right now, we're in front of this white line, which is 20 moving average. So facing some resistance, and uh, and it's above all of the moving averages. So I think it should eventually go higher, cross, and then explode there. Now, one thing we want to see Bitcoin, I want to see green line go above red line. Until that happens, there's always a risk of Bitcoin going down. But let's see, it's facing some resistance on this 200 SMA dark blue line, so it's not able to close above that. It really needs to close above that. We want to see that bullish move on Bitcoin. We'll see if we get that today. On BTC chart, CME futures, which is the other one is live. This is only open Monday to Friday. No gaps to the top side. Multiple gaps to the downside, but I think it's going towards this trend line. All right. Ethereum. Uh, Now Ethereum open on a gap up. I have a gap here. If I go to 1 hour chart, I show you. You can see this gap up happen. So I just left as a gap. So Ethereum could come maybe like very quickly to fill this gap around 2438, and then probably going to go higher. On Ethereum, gaps are around 2700, 3000, and then 3949. But for Ethereum to fill these top gaps, yellow gaps, Bitcoin really needs to start pumping now. All right. On Ethereum live market, sorry, just pause. So live market looking for this again. Want to see this green line above red line? Does not happen. And again, this is also change in trend, right? So this is also higher highs, higher lows so far, and this low is holding. So it really needs to break out and make a new high. All right, guys. And from day trading point of view, Bitcoin, you can see was in the sell zone. Something happened, it just pumped, and that was a good opportunity to short. Now it's in the neutral line. All right, so let's see if it can go above 63,354. Look, that's a good time to short. Buy below for 62,313. All right, okay. Hang Seng Index, China, just like our launch pad right now near the sell zone. And on a daily chart, you can see on the right side, just a parabolic move. Not interested to participate here. Let's look at commodities. Gold. Gold is going to the buy zone. You can see with divergences on RSI and PPO going towards buy zone. Silver is also going towards buy zone. Copper is also going towards buy zone. Crude oil was significant pump. Now this resistance became support around 72. So change in trend, higher highs, higher lows, very, very bullish. Natural gas is also looking very bullish, looking for a pump here too. Palladium is going towards buy zone, but on the daily chart, finding support, still change in trend. Soybeans is in the buy zone already, so good time to buy. Sugar is in the neutral zone, flagging on the daily chart. Wheat is also going in the buy zone, still back testing this trend line or this 200 EMA SMA breakout. Corn is also in front of resistance and in the neutral line right now. Dollar DXY had a breakout after touching this support. You can see this support they touched and now going higher. Next resistance is here all the way around to 104. It can still go higher. If dollar keeps going higher, it's going to be bad for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll see how it goes. And let's see from FANG stocks perspective, I really like Microsoft. So you can see near 200 SMA support. This is the best time to buy in my opinion. So that's what I'm sharing. Apple was down. I don't know what's the reason, but there is a gap here around 271. Just keep that in mind. It can come to fill that gap. Amazon is down. Probably going to want to fill this gap. It gap up, but then now gap down. Looks like this gap is going to fill it. That could be a good time to buy Amazon as well. Other than that, Google I like. Google still has quite a bit of upside potential. We'll see how it goes. All these yellow lines are gaps to fill. And then Tesla, I think there is a investor day, or sorry, robotaxi day coming soon. So again, higher highs, higher lows, found support. Probably gonna go fill this gap at 256 at some point. Okay, guys, that's it for today. And then VIX, again, VIX is, let's see, going higher, but if SPX can bottom, this could still go higher and then come back down. But eventually, I think it's going to go fill the gaps here around 14 and 15. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, take care. Bye.